Welcome friends to Power Plant Guru YouTube channel. Friends, I am a mechanical engineer with around 20 years of experience in the field of power plant, and I used to create small fundamental knowledge series videos for power plant engineers. Hi, welcome back to our new video. And in this video we will talk about the most frequent reasons for gas turbine tripping. So we tried to list down the top 5. This is based on our experiences. Some of you might have a different experience also, but probably this would match with the most of experiences regarding gas turbine tripping. So now we have listed down 5 reasons here. One of those is gas turbine spread, vibration, loss of flame, malfunctions related to lubrication system, and then servo valve related problems in gas or liquid fuel systems. So those are the one which we think that are the major contributors for tripping into gas turbine system, and we will try to dig deeper into each one of those. So in this video, let us talk about the reason 1, and in the subsequent video we will talk about the reason 2, and so on. So if you see this screen talks about how gas turbine a general arrangement sort of thing for combustion cans. So if you see this picture on the left side, this is something which you will see in the gas turbine compartment if you go. So these are the combustion cans which are arranged in a periphery circumferential arrangement, and the number of cans would be different based on the number of the type, make and model of the gas turbine. So if you see this image on the left side and image on the right side is not for only one single type of machine, both belong to different types of machine. So it may be a mismatch, but okay, whatever I could find from my internet and without taking any copyright, I just wanted to explain that okay, how it is. So yeah, I mean, concept wise, we can utilize. So why this all periphery is, if you can see the cans in a systematic fashion. So, and this each can will have certain mechanism to pump fuel inside the turbine combustion system, either it is gas or liquid or mixed. Each will have same amount of fuel flowing mechanism, which will be controlled through gas turbine fuel pressure regulating system, and accordingly it should allow the same quantity of fuel to go inside, pass from those nozzles and mechanisms and burn or combustion into the combustion area. So that's how. And if you think that these are precision made fuel nozzles, so it should pass very, same quantity all around this circumferential area. So if you pass same amount of fuel, same amount of regulated air through all this combustion cans, then if you just think that okay, it is a circular periphery, then the combustion which you will monitor at the fag end of your combustion system should represent the similar behavior, equal behavior in all that cans, not cans, all that temperature sensors or thermocouple which are there to monitor the temperature in exhaust, because here there is no measurement of temperature. It will be going in the combustion zone and then passing to the turbine, and then there will be a temperature measurement area, I mean exhaust area, So you will not know what was the temperature in between, but at the exhaust of gas turbine, what is the temperature that you will be able to understand. So if it is all same or identical, then temperature ideally should also be identical across. Like if it is 0 and then it is 950 Kelvin, so everything should be, logically or ideally same. But it doesn't happen that way. It may happen that while you are starting a machine fresh after a shutdown, it may happen that you get a equal spread, but there are a lot of factors which can change those. For example, the thermocouple itself. The thermocouple has to insert at a very specific depth into the cavity. If by mistake there are some problems or some mismatch into positioning, then also you will have a delta T. I mean a different measurement. So that is also one of the reason for spread. I mean actually there is no spread, but there is a measurement error. Similarly, there may be, some fuel nozzle where there is some coking. Coking is like, let's say you are utilizing gas fuel and liquid fuel both. So once you change over the fuel from liquid to gas, there might be a chance that a few drops of liquid fuel is remaining. So that after some time it will be burned with gas and some sort of coke would be formed. So what it can do, it can try to restrict or create a restriction of the flow from those liquid fuel nozzles in the next changeover. So here it may be a fuel deficient nozzle. That will also cause a change in spread. Means, let's say, for example, this particular nozzle is fuel deprived or deficient, then the air is same, fuel is less, then what will be the temperature here? Here the temperature would be somewhat reduced if we compare with others. So that's how it may also give you, shift in the ideal temperature. There may be another thing. There are a lot of other, connections between these pipes, and there will be from exhaust side also. There will be transition pieces and other connection from hot gases to turbine. If there are certain leaks or some, gasket failures, that also may result in different spread values. So spread is, maybe contributed by many different factors or parameters, but the result would be same, damage to the machine in a long term. Okay, so let's see that what are the different kind of things which may happen. So if you see this particular fuel nozzle, so although the picture is not very clear, but what we understand is there are incomplete combustion happening at the tip, and because of that the coke formation is there, and that is leading to blockage of the fuel passage. And once you try to re-inject the liquid fuel, you will see that from this nozzle the flow is not coming. That means this nozzle is cold if we compare with all other circumferential nozzles. That means this has a spread issue. This turbine has a spread issue. What is the spread? Spread is the highest thermocouple temperature minus the lowest thermocouple temperature. That is what is the spread called. So that's how deprive of fuel. That is also one area which can cause of the such spreads. Second is, if you see, this is the transition piece which is going like this. The airflow should be like this, and it is going towards the turbine. So example, you suppose there are all the 10 transition pieces are there, and there is one flange where you have leaks. So what will happen? Every combustion can should ideally carry the same amount of liquid fuel, gas fuel, or I mean liquid or gas, or mix on the same amount of air. But what if I am reducing the air from one of that? So accordingly, the fuel mix would change and the temperature which is going into that particular zone will definitely change. Okay, so that will cause another type of spread issue in these machines. The last one which here we have is a crossfire tube which is connecting the two combustion cans, and if you see if there is some damage or some other things, then you have a oxygen deficiency to few section of your turbines and the downstream stuff. So accordingly, you will have another air deprivation kind of case, and it will result into some kind of higher combustion spread. So these are few examples which I wanted to quote from the real plant life. And if we go to the next slide, here if you see, we have some categories where we have tried to categorize that what are the different factors which can contribute to high temperature, high exhaust temperature spread. So like there may be problem with exhaust thermocouples, there may be problem in doing the piping and tubings. There are something on fuel operation, fuel changeover trials are not being done, and then again, thermocouple installation and wiring and all that. So definitely it's a very big game, and TCS is looking at many foreigner companies in this space for solving these problems digitally, and some are taking interest also. So thank you for being with us. We tried to explain the spread concept. This is very important for ASEAN countries. Very important so that you can understand and you can ask any question also if you have. So thanks team for watching us. Let us meet in the next video where we will discuss on the vibration topic. Thank you very much for watching.